Hello! Woo! Hello, graduands, family, friends and academics. I would like to welcome you to your graduation ceremony. I am David, I am the Students' Union President this year, and I have been elected to support Solent students and the alumni. I have been working alongside the university to keep up the student experience and to build the Solent community you can be proud to be a part of. As you look forward, be proud of all of your achievements this year. Every single one of you has had an excellent and unique experience here at Solent, and today is that fantastic opportunity to reflect on your time here at university and celebrate all that you have achieved. As you move on to your next chapter, whether you're going to do a postgrad course or starting to search for your dream job, use those lessons you have learnt here at Solent in both your social and academic worlds. Remember the good times and the hardships, the wins and the failures, as you use them to shape your journey. For most of you, this is only the first step, and for some it may be the second or third. But go into your new chapter with your friends and families and make the best of your opportunities that come your way. Because the only reason I'm standing here today is because I challenged myself. I didn't give up, because you never know what will happen regardless of your plans and expectations. Make sure you push for your goal, strive to achieve your dreams, and meet challenges head on. As long as you do your best, you will have no regrets. As Nelson Mandela said, "Do not judge me by my successes, judge me by how many times I fall down and get up again." You have access to a fantastic support network here at Solent as you move on to your next challenge. Solent Futures will support you for life. The alumni selves will build your community and keep you in touch with Solent, and so much more. Push for your dreams and anything is possible, although your journey may be a little bit different as you had planned. So I end by saying this: good luck for the future, enjoy your graduation, and congratulations to Solent University, School of Media, Arts and Technology, class of 2019.
Attention graduates. Graduates stand, please. Graduates sit down, please. Everyone, Mexican wave, please. Right, now that we've got that out of our system, distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen, graduating class of 2019. All your hard work, the long hours of studying, the early morning lectures, the late night cramming, the pre-exam nerves, the last-minute deadline dashes. It's all paid off, and here you are, surrounded by the people who've shared your triumphs and challenges, ready to step out into the big wide world. But this isn't the end. This is just the beginning. You're joining a global community of over 60,000 Solent alumni, with connections all across the world in every industry. We'll still be here for you with advice, support, and a whole bunch of alumni benefits. So, keep in touch, share your successes, stay Solent for life, and as you graduate, remember, we're immensely proud of you. Graduation countdown, any minute now. But first, some important info. Phones, tablets, and other gadgets, please switch them to silent, or be judged for your terrible choice of ringtone. There aren't any fire drills planned. If an alarm does go off, keep calm. The staff will help show you to the nearest exit. Head out to the evacuation point in Guildhall Square. We'll let you know when it's safe to come back in. If you start feeling ill during the ceremony, get to reception and let the staff know. We'll offer a first aider if you need one, and sympathy if you don't. On to the more important stuff. Graduation etiquette. This is a formal ceremony, and there are certain ways that we need to do things. But that doesn't mean don't have fun. Celebrate your friends' achievements. Clap, smile, and cheer. We'll get it all on camera, and we're live streaming today's ceremony so that family and friends from around the world can tune in. So what happens next? When this film finishes, stay in your seats. There may be a pause. before the opening music starts. When you hear the music, it's time. Get on your feet, your ceremony is beginning. Please stand while the procession makes its way to the stage. Once the chair of the ceremony declares the ceremony open, you can sit back down as the stage party sort themselves out. After the opening speech, everyone graduating will be directed to the stairs on the right of the stage. Give your seating card to the staff at the lectern and wait while they announce you. Then walk across the stage, shake hands with the chair, and leave the stage on the left. Return to your seat by walking around the back and up the aisle. That's it. Relax. When everyone has been across the stage, your director of school will invite all graduands and diplomats to stand. The chair of the ceremony will then admit you to your degrees. This is when you finally become graduates, diplomates, and alumni. Trust us, you'll feel the difference. Then, sit back down again, but don't get comfortable. When the music starts up again, that's the end of the ceremony. Stand up, stay up, while the procession from the stage makes their way out. Then it's your turn, graduates. Our ushers will pair you up and move you into a nice, tidy, photographer-friendly line. Stay in line, please, and smile for the cameras. And keep moving. Don't stop in the doorway. There's a lot of people behind you. Instead, head to the marquee on Guildhall Square. We're having a celebratory reception for you and your guests. Guests. Once the students have left Guildhall, it's your turn. Make your escape and join them in the square for hugs, pictures, and celebration. Now, take your seats if you aren't already in them. Here we go. The music and your ceremony is about to start. Good luck, everyone, and best of luck in your careers.
Pro-Vice-Chancellor, distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen, by the authority vested in me as Deputy Vice-Chancellor of the University, I declare this graduation ceremony open. Please resume your seats.
Deputy Vice-Chancellor, distinguished guests, ladies, gentlemen, and most importantly, graduates. I extend a warm welcome to you to this wonderful graduation ceremony, which is a worthy celebration of considerable achievement after several years of commitment and hard work. It is perhaps an overused phrase, but we do live in increasingly uncertain times. Politically, environmentally, economically, and socially, the challenges are considerable. This can be daunting, but this ceremony and the achievement of these people in front of me is reassuring and provides a reason for optimism for all of us. Remember the quote in our Andrews reception from Nelson Mandela? Education is the most powerful weapon which you can use to change the world. As a consequence, today is undoubtedly a celebration and one where you should rightfully take pleasure in the progress you have made. But today also comes with responsibilities. Who is going to solve challenges I mentioned earlier? We can't always look to other people. We all need to be part of the solutions, and others will look to you as graduates. At least contribute and very often take lead in solving those issues. I encourage you to think of yourselves as leaders of tomorrow. Pursue your ambition with energy and enthusiasm, and don't settle for second best. It won't always work out, and how you handle the disappointment will be as important as how you handle your success. You will consider yourself to be unlucky at times, and of course, you will inevitably be so. But as the famous golfer Gary Player once said, the harder I work, the luckier I get. If it gets tough, don't give up. The personal characteristics that have brought you to this graduation, for example, your energy, your tenacity, commitment, and open mind will also serve you well in the future. Be ambitious. Don't settle for second best, and certainly don't see yourself as any less worthy or less valuable than anyone else. As Barack Obama said to the female class of Barnard College in the US, don't just get involved, fight for the seat in the table. Better yet, fight for a seat at the head of the table. You can be sure you are well prepared for the challenge you graduate today from a successful school in an increasingly successful university. Solent has again risen in all the major university league tables. We are now over 40 places higher than we were in 2015, and we have achieved our highest ever score for employability, student satisfaction, and achievement. You have made that happen along with the support of the dedicated and professional staff who proudly share your success today. We have also continued to develop our campus, nearing the completion of a £100 million investment in new facilities. This year, the chief nurse opened our new nursing simulator ward, and we have completed our magnificent indoor sport complex and the biggest open access maritime simulator center in the whole of Europe. Many a visitor, when they visit the simulator center, has left impressed, if not little nauseous, after experiencing the bridge tanker in a gale force 9 off Land's End in Cornwall. We are increasingly influential both nationally and internationally, and I encourage you to go out and proudly espouse the benefits of universities, the benefit of a degree education, and in particular the benefit of this, your university. In the word of our head of sport program, Matt Bishop, always remember, we are Solent. Solent is very much an anchor university, a university for the city and our community, and like other modern universities, it transforms lives and ensures the highly skilled workforce for tomorrow. Think of social workers, nurses, teachers, professions that we will almost all engage with at some time in our life, and they come from universities, and in particular from universities like ours. In our case, add in creative and cultural industries, maritime, sport, right across the spectrum of business and law, and you have an example of a significance of Solent University. I haven't got the time to specify all that we do and feel proud of, but I do want to focus on the recent successes in media, arts, and technology, whose students are graduating today. At a single day, you would probably sit in front of a television and wouldn't see the work of our alumni from this school. Our alumni continue to make real impact in the industry. Solent graduates now work on many of the best loved and most popular television shows in the country, such as Fleabag, The Apprentice, The Grand Tour, Strictly Come Dancing, The X Factor, Saving Lives at Sea, Earth from Space, Would I Lie to You, Pokemon Detective Pikachu, and forthcoming Star Wars Episode 9, and many more. I still have to watch a few of those myself. Two graduates were part of the Royal Television Society award-winning program, The Repair Shop, and last year's final major project film, Nick Reynolds' The Final Portrait, won Best Student Factual Production. Last year's graduate Alex Neil won the prestigious Coffee Award for Excellence in Technology. Our alumni are key parts of team that have brought you Formula One and Formula E, the FA Cup Final, the Six Nations, the Champions League, and the Europe League coverage and the Royal Wedding. Students have gone on to work at companies such as PRS, Nordoff Robbins, PRS Guitar, Urban Voice Collective, the River Studios. Others have become freelance composer, touring musicians, and engineers. Our current students are also making an impact, working on client briefs, delivering film for customers as diverse as Nuffield Theatre, NHS Solent, Southampton City Council Youth Offending Service, the Standing Advisory Council on Religious Education, the Southampton Common Forum, and the Southampton Street Pastors. And the list is countless. Students have taken a huge range of work experience opportunities during a summer festival such as Glastonbury, Bestivals, Boardmasters, Teddy Rock, where two former Solent TV students are co-organizers, as well as TV shows such as The One Show, Red Nose Day, A League of Their Own, the IT sports coverage of the Royal Ascot. We have also provided multi-camera outside broadcast coverage of plays from the NST Theatre just across the square, live-streamed coverage of the Hampshire FA Cup Final to Southampton Marathon and the BBC Children in Need Telethon. We participated in various events and run visits to Sky Studios in Isleworth, the Sky Tech Summit, IBC, BER Quaver, BBC Question Time, and recording in Winchester. We now offer paid internship at Woodcut Media, Topical Television and BBC South, and many more. We have also been commissioned to produce 2 more pieces of BBC's Inside Out program. Our reputation within the TV and film industry continues to grow. Our Solent Post events this year included editor from film and TV shows as diverse as Baby Driver, The World's End, Murder on the Orient Express, and this year's Oscar-winning sound editor Nina Hartstone from Bohemian Rhapsody. Solent Productions, the university's media center, generating professional experience for students, produced its first documentary directly for the BBC and the story of the Pride UK event on the Isle of Wight last summer. The BBC has now commissioned 2 more documentaries from Solent Production, which will also involve our students. The computing subject group had some fantastic success last year, with 50% of the computer game design final project games published. Our students participated in International Marketing Week, winning first and the second place at the event as part of the teams. We developed working relations with IBM, Multiplay, resulting in guest talks, trips to IBM Hursley, and collaboration on joint community AirWatch project with Climate Organization and University of Southampton, funded by Nesta. The work I have just listed and the awards we would recognize today have been achieved through sheer hard work, dedication, and some sacrifice. This adds to the satisfaction felt today. You will recognize that you have achieved proportionally to the effort that you have put in. And I encourage you again to take on future with a similar determination and effort. You will only get out of something what you put into it. So as you become graduates of the University, of Solent University, I extend my warmest congratulations. You will go on to contribute enormously in a wide range of occupations and professions, and I'm confident that you will bring not only social and economic benefits to yourself, but also to the communities of which you become members. I know that you will have learned a great deal in your time at Solent about the chosen fields of study. You have been taught by a dedicated group of academic staff, many of whom are international leaders in their field, and all of whom devoted their lives and professions to teaching, learning, and development of our students, of yourselves. You have also been supported by many highly dedicated and professional staff members who, whilst they may not have taught you, but have provided the service and the infrastructure that made your success at the university possible. So I'd like to thank them on your behalf. We are very proud of you as students at the university. We continue to be proud of you as you make your way in the world of work. Whatever you do next, whenever you find yourself, you are all our ambassador, Solent ambassadors. I hope you keep in touch and at some stage return to your university. For now, I want to finish with a quote relevant to the university in a maritime city. Life is like the ocean. Waves will try to knock you down, push you back where you started. But once you fight through them, the entire ocean is yours. Very well done, and good luck for a happy and successful future. Thank you.
Deputy Vice-Chancellor, as Head of Television and Sound within the School of Media, Arts and Technology, I am pleased to present some of our successful students. Deputy Vice-Chancellor, may I present graduates who have been awarded the degree of Bachelor of Engineering with Honours in Acoustics. This graduate has also been awarded the KP Acoustics Prize for Best Undergraduate Project. Adam Christopher Slaymark. Deputy Vice-Chancellor, may I present graduates who have been awarded the degree of Bachelor of Arts with Honours in Animation. Peter Laurent Adrian. Ella Breslin. Ellie Ann Carter. Ian Keith Carter. Abby Catley. David Rafael Candido Dominguez. Ferman Fitrianto. Jacob Gardiner. Megan Haythornthwaite. Bradley Hollis. Bria Muir. Tamara Murphy. Ashley Owers. Harriet Joanne Spillane. Jordan Singh. Tosif Sayed. Brian William Tasker. Ellen Watt. Thanks. Maximilian Headley Hugh Wright. Deputy Vice-Chancellor, may I present graduates who have been awarded the degree of Bachelor of Science with Honours in Applied Computing, Zhe Shen Huang. Deputy Vice-Chancellor, may I present graduates who have been awarded the degree of Bachelor of Engineering with Honours in Audio and Acoustic Engineering, Arina Roxana Epur. Thomas James Hood. Thomas Hutchin. Jed Pizzi. James Sharp. Joseph Smith. Deputy Vice-Chancellor, may I present graduates who have been awarded the degree of Bachelor of Science with Honours in Audio Engineering. Mehmet Afkan. Alexander Devlin. Barnaby Hewitt. Daniel Edmund Hopkins. Lawrence Howell. Ewan Munro. Brieg Noble. Jared Pestugia. William Richards. Daniel Rendell Scott. Leah Smith. Nicholas Smith. Thomas Stone. Emily Welfare. Deputy Vice-Chancellor, may I present graduates who have been awarded the degree of Bachelor of Science with Honours in Broadcast Systems Engineering. Emily Bergen. Deputy Vice-Chancellor, may I present graduates who have been awarded the degree of Bachelor of Science with Honours in Business Information Technology. Mashari Meslayton Al-Hathi. Zina Collier. Jack Elliott. Matthew Gagan. Bipin Gurung. Dayasagar Gurung. Mark Jumbo. Wilfred Onsamadumen Inugata. Benjamin Francis Mason. Guillermo Manuel Mendez Colaco. Russell Neem. Leonardo Neves Fernandez. Samuel Woodley. Deputy Vice-Chancellor, may I present graduates who have been awarded the degree of Bachelor of Arts with Honours in Computer Games Art. Sam Badger. Marcus Bowyer. Rotan Andreas Hendrik Collin. Madeleine DeVille. Adam Dodlachil. Zuri Gibbs. Rachel Louise Grant. Jürgen Jensen. Bailey Harold Martin. Jivan Patar. Matthew Wilkins. Deputy Vice-Chancellor, may I present graduates who have been awarded the degree of Bachelor of Arts with Honours in Computer Games Design. Peter Mulcahy. Deputy Vice-Chancellor, may I present graduates who have been awarded the degree of Bachelor of Science with Honours in Computer Games Indie. Muhammad Faza bin Joffrey. Maxwell Boys. Edward Burt. Timothy Bush. Ethan Champion. Luke Ayrton Howard. Joshua James Lawton. Sebastian Long. Jazz George Marshall Porter. Curtis Middleton. Hassan Ozote. Stephen David Ray. Connor Richard Merlin Saunders. Deputy Vice-Chancellor, may I present graduates who have been awarded the degree of Bachelor of Science with Honours in Computer Games Software Development. Aaron Brown. Ethan Bruins. Oliver Coe. James Oliver Coyle. Flavio Fiore. Sean Canna. Marcus Krugel. Abel Little. Oliver Mills. David Mincer. Alexander Pearson. Jack Richard George Porter. Lewis Rosier. Edward Jack Smith. Paulo Jorge Fernandez Semedo Tavares. Ryan David Wakeford. Christopher William Yude. Deputy Vice-Chancellor, may I present graduates who have been awarded the degree of Bachelor of Arts with Honours in Computer Games Design. Eric Bogdansky. Robert Cucci. Timothy Fitzgerald. Kanishka Thamalingam. Deputy Vice-Chancellor, may I present graduates who have been awarded the degree of Bachelor of Arts with Honours in Computer-Generated Imagery. Shane Baxter. Katie Cardle. Sam Fry. Thomas Daniel Gates. James Howard. David Omotosho Ladapo. Gregory Lawton. Ben Main. Hannah Miller. Gaetano Spagnolo. Yazan Sibe. Jack Nash. Niall Phillips. Thomas Rolls. Benjamin Scrivener. Liam Shaw. Deputy Vice-Chancellor, may I present graduates who have been awarded the degree of Bachelor of Science with Honours in Computer Networks and Web Design. Samuel Allen Johns. Deputy Vice-Chancellor, may I present graduates who have been awarded the degree of Bachelor of Science with Honours in Computer Systems and Networks. Barry Mark Almond. Peter Baker. Oliver Bennett. Christopher Bromwell. Zain Karim Sharali Gavani. Jonathan Isa. This graduate has also been awarded the British Computer Society Award in Business Computing, Luke Searle. Christopher Raymond Wills. Deputy Vice-Chancellor, may I present graduates who have been awarded the degree of Bachelor of Science with Honours in Computing, Francisco Bena Rodriguez. Julius Sebastian Boca. Toms Sepinins. Thandanani Mzizi Lala. Toby Durnford. Paul Edwards. Aaron Ferguson. Alex Richard John Grant. Catherine Jane Graves. Jack Hayward. William Mark Henderson. Ben Hetherington. Christoph Holthaus. Michael Jenkins. Thomas Johnson. Aston Lavender. Chloe Lofting. Fotis Mitsikas. Aidin Halil Mustafa. Jack Nash. Sana Rathore. Masuma Said. This graduand has also been awarded the Clever Touch Solent Computing Prize. Dafina Sinani. Theodoros Theodosiou. Jonathan Tucker. Pieter Paul Vereta. Andrew Walters. Deputy Vice-Chancellor, may I present graduates who have been awarded the degree of Bachelor of Arts with Honours in Digital Animation. Robin Bishop. Samuel Luke Bishop. Anthony Green. Perry Harrison. Kamal Hibbard. Cristina Pereira Ribeiro. Sophia Port. Dominic Lucas Walawski. Deputy Vice-Chancellor, may I present graduates who have been awarded the degree of Bachelor of Arts with Honours in Digital Arts. Dominika Friedrichova. Marketa Kindlova. Mikhaila Kindlova. Lena Cook. Deputy Vice-Chancellor, may I present graduates who have been awarded the degree of Bachelor of Science with Honours in Information Technology Management, Reem Abdallah J. Al-Zagri. Matthias Cruz. Risha Radia. Deputy Vice-Chancellor, may I present graduates who have been awarded the degree of Bachelor of Science with Honours in Live Sound Technology, Alexander Beasley. Edward Beaumont Dark. Christine Daisy Cochran. Ryan Crook. Christopher Duffy. Liam Gibson. Holly Ann Keys. This graduand has also been awarded the Ed Boyce Memorial Prize. Daniel Reeves. James Sheath. Samantha Ellen Stafford. Kim Alexis Torres. Deputy Vice-Chancellor, may I present graduates who have been awarded the degree of Bachelor of Science with Honours in Music Technology, Sebastian Duran. Justina Anna Lubas. Deputy Vice-Chancellor, may I present graduates who have been awarded the degree of Bachelor of Science with Honours in Network Security Management, James Alexander Coombs. Michael Courage. Hamish Michael Dewar. Amy Louise Dumond. Benjamin Urkel. Robert Samuel Harding. Daniel John Palmer. Sakshi Tandon. Philip Zimmer. This graduand has also been awarded the British Computer Society Award in Business Computing, Nikita Zujevs. Deputy Vice-Chancellor, may I present graduands who who have been awarded the degree of Bachelor of Arts with Honours in Post-Production. This graduate has also been awarded the Woodcut Media Post-Production Prize, Amelia Ellen Silverthorne. Deputy Vice-Chancellor, may I present graduates who have been awarded the degree of Bachelor of Science with Honours in Software Engineering, Matthias Gimbolka. Darren Crawford. Ivan Cristiano. This graduate has also been awarded the Clever Touch Solent Computing Prize, Tobias Dustin. Edward Jeffries. Damaris Landers. Errol Pelivan. Alberto Poza Cruza. Deputy Vice-Chancellor, may I present graduates who have been awarded the degree of Bachelor of Arts with Honours in Television and Video Production. Mariana Sofia Carrera Verissimo. Amy Cato. Pedro Miguel Coelho Lima. Josh Coleman. Inés de Graça Marquez Freire. Emily Evelyn. Nicholas Ferguson. Lois Hadaway. Luke Ryan Hall. Stephen Mark Harmon. Jack Harvey. Niall Jenkins. Harry Jones-Locke. Rebecca Ellen Lincoln. Charlotte Elizabeth Madge. Deborah Macumbi. Joshua Masters. Javon Miller. Marta Pazlarova. Callum Patterson. Azrael Selly. This graduate has also been awarded the Eden Ravenscroft Photography Prize. Natasha Stewart. Fraser Toppin. Jack Ward. Masvita Warner. Grzegorz Piotr Wyczyslok. Deputy Vice-Chancellor, may I present graduates who have been awarded the degree of Bachelor of Arts with Honours in Television Post-Production. James Ayres. Emmanuel Cabral. Matthew Errington. Sam Errington. Joshua Francis. Andre Moore. Sean Thompson. Jake Ronald Gordon Tilbrook. Deputy Vice-Chancellor, may I present graduates who have been awarded the degree of Bachelor of Science with Honours in Television Production Technology. James McBride. Gareth Thomas. Deputy Vice-Chancellor, may I present graduates who have been awarded the degree of Bachelor of Arts with Honours in Television Studio Production. Leah Absalom. Oliver Hugh Johnston. William Rory Johnston. Rory O'Brien. Jake Leverton Pocock. Deputy Vice-Chancellor, may I present graduates who have been awarded the degree of Bachelor of Science with Honours in Web Design and Development. Taylor Deacon. Rhys Evans. Oluwaseun Ayomikun Fadipe. Niall Gordon Benjamin Goodhue. Ruby Gurung. Hamza Javed. Ryan Jones. Richard Locke. Maxine Louise Moore. This graduate has also been awarded the British Computer Society Award in Business Computing. Nicholas Neal. Lauren Plummer. Ewelina Singh. Deputy Vice-Chancellor, may I present postgraduates who have been awarded the degree of Master of Science in Applied Acoustics. Adam Matthew Ford. Michaela Marie Moffat. Eleni Tavalidou. Sebastian Woodhams. Deputy Vice-Chancellor, may I present postgraduates who have been awarded the Postgraduate Diploma in Applied Computing. Joanne Elizabeth Luck. Deputy Vice-Chancellor, may I present postgraduates who have been awarded the degree of Master of Science in Applied Computing. Saqib Elahi. Deputy Vice-Chancellor, may I present postgraduates who have been awarded the degree of Master of Science in Computer Engineering. Sachin Tanna. Deputy Vice-Chancellor, may I present postgraduates who have been awarded the degree of Master of Science in Cyber Security Engineering. Terry Antrim. Deputy Vice-Chancellor, may I present postgraduates who have been awarded the degree of Master of Science in Data Analytics Engineering. Ryan Anders. Olivia Hicks. Deputy Vice-Chancellor, this concludes my presentation from the School of Media Arts and Technology.
Would graduands and diplomans please stand? Would graduates and diplomats please be seated?
Deputy Vice-Chancellor, Pro-Vice-Chancellor, distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen, Paul Franklin for the award of the Honorary degree of Doctor of Arts. Paul Franklin is an Oscar-winning British visual effects designer with over 30 years of experience, 2 Academy Awards and 2 BAFTAs to his name. Paul began making short films with his friends while studying fine art at Oxford University in the 1980s, which is where he first worked with digital imaging systems. After graduation, Paul became one of the first 3D computer animators in the British video games industry, working on some of the early PlayStation games for Sony in Liverpool. In 1994, he joined the moving picture company, working on a wide variety of television commercials and broadcast shows. It was at this time Paul began to create feature film visual effects for films like Hackers, The English Patient, and The Borrowers. In 1998, with a number of colleagues, Paul set up a new company called DNEG. The company has received a number of Academy Awards for its work on the films Inception, Interstellar, Ex Machina, Blade Runner 2049, and First Man. In 2003, Paul began a 10-year collaboration with British director Christopher Nolan. Paul supervised all the visual effects for Nolan's Inception and Interstellar. Both films brought him Oscars for Best Visual Effects and BAFTA Awards for Best Special Visual Effects. Paul serves as DNEG's creative director, overseeing a wide range of projects within the company. His most recent work includes Venom, Mission Impossible, Rogue Nation, Blade Runner 2049, and First Man. Both films won Oscars for DNEG. Paul is a visiting fellow at Solent University and has given a guest lecture to our students. He has also provided students with the opportunity to visit the DNEG studios in London. So it is with great pleasure that I conclude this citation by asking for the conferment of the award of honorary degree of Doctor of Arts on Paul Franklin.
Good afternoon, everybody. It's pretty hot up here on the stage, and it's probably pretty warm down there. But I must say, I did appreciate every time a graduate, newly minted graduate, walked past, your gowns gave us a lovely wafting breeze and helped cool us down. So thank you very much for that. Deputy Vice-Chancellor, Pro-Vice-Chancellor, distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen, graduates. Thank you, Trish, for such a marvellous introduction. It is a great pleasure to be here in the presence of this year's students who have completed their degrees in a fantastic range of subjects, many of which weren't available to study when I myself was a student back in the 1980s. In fact, 30-odd years ago, it didn't occur to a lot of people that disciplines such as computer games design, cybersecurity, digital arts even existed, and let alone would ever eventually become subjects suitable for serious study at degree level. But even back then, with decades yet still to go before the advent of digital streaming and functional mobile computing, it was clear that things were beginning to change and that the rate of change was accelerating. New technologies were emerging, offering new ways of doing things. And as an art student, I was thrilled by the potential, in particular, of 3D computer animation, which was just in its infancy back in the late 80s. And for me, it seemed to open up a limitless horizon of possibilities for image making, film making, storytelling. But back then, it was very, very expensive to get involved in it. And whilst I did have a few goes at it at university, they were pretty few and far between. And so I realized that upon graduation, I had to try and get myself a job where I could actually get access to the kind of machinery that I wanted to use to make images with. And it might seem strange to you now, but as an example, back then most newspapers were actually still laid out largely by hand. Television graphics consisted of putting a bit of artwork in front of a camera. Cut and paste actually required skills with glue and scissors. And jobs in digital post-production, which was just beginning to get going, were especially thin on the ground. And no one seemed particularly keen to take on a fine art graduate with no experience of, well, anything really. Luckily for me, it turned out that the embryonic British video games industry was a little bit more adventurous. An independent studio in Liverpool liked the look of what they saw in my sketchbooks and gave me a job as a computer artist up on Merseyside, making graphics for computers such as the Commodore Amiga and the Atari ST, and some of the parents in the audience might remember those machines. They're in the Science Museum these days. Compared with the highly polished world of modern games production, it was pretty homespun. And if you've seen the recent episode of Black Mirror, Bandersnatch, you get a little bit of an idea of what it was actually like, though with, thankfully, rather less of the murderous paranoia and psychosis. I quickly found myself warming to the passion of my colleagues, people who saw well beyond the limits of the primitive machines of the day, and who looked forward to a global community of gamers immersed in intricate virtual worlds, linked together through a vast network of dial-up telephone modems, because there's only so much futurism you can actually grasp in one go. And the business itself was rapidly changing, moving to catch up with the dreams of the gaming visionaries. With a new generation of consoles, such as the original PlayStation, I actually had the first one in Europe. It used to live under my desk. It was a big steel box that ran at about a quarter of the speed of the eventually released device. These machines were all waiting in the wings, and to my everlasting great fortune, my employers decided to raise their game by investing in a batch of high-end graphics workstations of the type used in Hollywood to make films like Terminator 2 and Jurassic Park. And suddenly I found myself in the same room as these machines that I'd been longing to get hold of. And the machine on my desk at the time was considerably more expensive than the house I lived in. And it came with exotic features like a CD-ROM drive and an HD screen. And it had perhaps the speed and power of maybe the oldest, clunkiest smartphone in somebody's pocket here today. But as limited as those machines were, they represented a complete step change. And that acceleration that I felt as a student began to kick in once again. Eventually, a short film that I worked on in downtime with friends caught the eye of the post-production community down in London, and I was back on track with my original plan of working in television and film. And the point of all this is that when it comes to digital technology, things are always changing. And what at first might appear to be a diversion or even a dead end could actually offer up some unexpected possibilities. And sometimes you just have to give it a go to find out. And I'm so glad that I did give the games industry in particular a go, because not only did I pick up valuable skills and technical knowledge, but I also learned a new perspective on what it meant to be a digital artist and what the future might hold. And it turns out the guys back then in Liverpool were right about that massive online community. And to be honest, with 3 data-hungry teenagers in my house, when I'm watching Netflix sometimes, it does feel like I'm on the wrong end of a 1990s modem. As you receive your degrees today, you're embarking on an amazing journey at an extraordinary point in the history of world culture, where the techniques of visual art, music creation, storytelling are all being transformed by technologies and ideas that were quite literally science fiction when I was first starting out. You've just completed an intensive period of study and learning. But don't see this as the end of something. It's just the beginning of a new story, which is the rest of your life. And there is so much more to discover, so much more to learn. And you will create things that we can't even imagine today. I guarantee it. So, here are my top tips as you head out into the world of work. First off, don't let the technology define who you are. It's just a tool that enables you to realize your goals. And that goes for everyone, including the software developers and the engineers. It's the ideas driving the machines that gives them value. Your creative sense, your imagination, gets stronger the more that you use it, the more you exercise it. So be receptive to new ways of looking at things in all areas of life. And you never know where your next brilliant idea or friendship is going to come from. Effortless genius is a myth. The people who get things done in this world are the ones who actually turn up and put in the hard work. And I've seen plenty of examples of that over the years. And finally, be nice to people. None of us is an island, and we all have to get on together, particularly in a business like filmmaking. If you've ever sat through the end credits on a movie, you'll see those thousands of names. We all have to work very, very closely together for anything up to 2 years at a time on a movie. And so if you want to achieve anything worthwhile and lasting, it's good to have friends. It really is the most tremendous honour to be receiving a doctorate today, but it's an even greater honour to be in the presence of so much talent and so much potential. So congratulations to all of the students who are graduating today, and thank you all, and have a wonderful day.
Michael Grant for the award of the Honorary Doctor of Technology. Michael Grant is an exceptionally accomplished professional within the field of IT and computing with an international reputation and reach. Now President of the British Computer Society, Michael says that he started at the bottom and the IT industry gave me extraordinary opportunities that, in my wildest dreams, I could never have thought possible. Michael Grant first entered the technology field in the flight simulation industry. He then spent 25 years working in a variety of international marketing and corporate communication roles at director and vice president level within 6 IT companies: Gateway, Lotus Development, Commodore, ICL, Prime Computer, and Wang. Michael has been a member of the Information Technologists Company, the 100th City of London Livery Company, for 23 years. In October 2012, he was installed as Master, having previously managed the company for 5 years as the clerk or CEO, during which he played an important role in gaining a royal charter. He became president of the British Computer Society, Chartered Institute for IT, in 2019. The key purpose of the BCS is to promote and advance the education and practice of computing for the benefit of the public. The BCS support IT careers, share members' expertise, work to improve IT education, influence practice, and drive standards in the IT profession. Michael's role has been to chair the Board of Trustees and other committees and to represent the IT profession and the BCS globally. Michael is also a strong supporter of charities and the City of London. He's worked at some of the most prestigious companies within IT at senior levels and is heavily involved in charities concerned with IT education. Over the years, he has regularly acted as a charity auctioneer and a master of ceremonies at numerous awards and charity IT events. He's also chaired many IT conferences in both the USA and Eastern Europe. His voluntary work in education has included chair of governors of a secondary school, a careers mentor, a founding trustee of the IT New Media Hammersmith Academy, and currently as a trustee of Chichester University Academy Trust, responsible for 12 academies. He also became master of the Worshipful Company of Information Technologists, a city livery company. The 800 members are senior leaders of the IT industry drawn from suppliers, educationalists, entrepreneurs, IT practitioners, and other IT professionals, all of whom are giving their IT knowledge and skills back into society and worthy charities. Michael still sits on the court of the company and assists in their education and employment work through mentoring of schools and the men and women of the forces. Michael attributes his lifelong passion for supporting charities and their work from the education he received from the Royal Air Force Benevolent Fund. In his 20s, Michael became one of the 4 founder trustees of the Starlight Children's Foundation, working with critically, chronically, and terminally ill children and their families. His interest in the military continues today, having served as an Army Reserve officer and currently as a regimental committee member and mentor for the Royal Corps of Signals. He frequently attends state and civic duties in the city, dressed in his armour as a pikeman for the Company of Pikemen and Musketeers, the Lord Mayor's private bodyguard. In recent years, Michael has also worked in IT recruitment, having founded his own pan-European IT headhunting company, and today is an associate director of Harvey Nash plc, one of the world's leading IT services and recruitment organisations. Michael has made a major contribution to IT and computing on an international stage. He's a prestigious member of the community and a keen advocate of education of young people, most notably pre-18-year-olds, and is determined to push the importance of professional expertise in these areas for the future of the industry. As such, he is very well placed to aid the School of Media Arts and Technology in its ambition to encourage young people to continue into technological and engineering education and careers. I therefore conclude this citation by asking for the conferment of the award of Honorary Doctor of Technology on Michael Grant.
I've got to see if I can read my notes. Deputy Vice-Chancellor, Dean, ladies and gentlemen, and of course Pro-Vice-Chancellor, my apologies for that. I am deeply honoured and indeed most grateful to receive this honorary doctorate of technology today. And congratulations to all of you in gaining your degrees, and indeed to your families, who I have very little doubt supported you through some pretty stressful moments. Unlike you clever, hard-working graduates, I have to admit I failed a business studies apprenticeship degree. I was just completely and utterly hopeless at both statistics and accounting. But today, you have opened just the first door of your careers. But it won't be an easy route without having a real passion for what you choose to do, and indeed a determination to work harder than others around you, whilst, I hasten to add, having some fun and ensuring that you have a correct and important balance in life. You will probably all have at least 3 different careers, the last one of which is actually unlikely to even exist today. So be agile, adventurous during the years ahead of you. You are doubly privileged to have your first potential career in a field where there is an enormous shortage of skills. Today, there are 1.3 million of us working in the IT field, but did you know that in 2023, there will be over 1 million vacancies in the IT sector? You are indeed in the right place at the right time. Please, please don't waste it. As you heard, I worked for 6 global IT companies, including Commodore in the early games industry. And yes, Paul, I do have 3 Amigas in my loft, and I actually had to do the world launch for the first one of those. I also had the privilege of working with Nolan Bushnell, whom I'm sure you must know. He founded Atari. That was the very first games company, and I can boast that I actually beat him just the once at that first ever game, ping pong. Coming myself from a very poor family and brought up by my widowed mother, I enjoyed a lifestyle throughout my career which I could never even have dreamed of. I got to live in Australia and Ireland and the USA, and I traveled 2 days a week on an airplane going somewhere else. If I had been a rich man, I would have happily paid for every single day of my career, especially having been in the right place far more times than I honestly deserved. Thank goodness that we are all in the most socially mobile and diverse profession in this country. Be proud of it and keep it going in that same direction. As you heard, I'm a recruiter now, and I can assure you that looking for a job is a full-time job. So make sure that you don't only have an amazing CV, but even more important, you need a brilliant LinkedIn, because that's the area that's going to give you your first opportunity to get an interview. Please ensure that you start serious, really serious networking with others and keeping your technical skills up to date from this very day forwards for the rest of your careers. But perhaps all, and indeed above all, when and if you choose to be successful, remember to help others in their careers and indeed in their lives, and to leave the world a better place, always making IT good for society.
Now I'm going to bring the ceremony to a close. But first of all, would you join me in thanking the musicians? Andy Harris was the lecturer in charge, delivering Pete Wilson's music, and the students performing were Emily Mongan and Angel Wolfbach. Pro-Vice-Chancellor, students and teaching, distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen, I have the pleasant task of thanking you for your part in today's ceremony, of endorsing the Pro-Vice-Chancellor's best wishes to you and then closing the proceedings. Now, there's a really good reason why we've all got dressed up today. If the Chancellor was here, he would say, if you think we look strange up here, wait till you see yourself on the video. Anyway, academic dress is a ritual, going back to the very first universities, when the first academics were often clerics or aspiring clergy. And excess in terms of dress was frowned upon. Gowns and hoods also had a very practical function, keeping individuals warm and protected from the weather. I'm sure you've noticed that this isn't an issue today, and my colleagues sitting up here today will definitely confirm that. In fact, it's the reverse, as we try to keep cool under the sweltering lights of the warm hall. However, the ceremony, tradition, and formality are all important as we take time to mark your communal passing from the world of study to that of work and further participation in society. For us, it's a pleasure to see you gowned, and it's a fitting way to celebrate your achievements. I did, however, smile at the observation of Robert Orban, who said, "A graduation ceremony is an event where the ceremony speakers often tell hundreds of students dressed in identical caps and gowns that individuality is the key to success." As the Pro-Vice-Chancellor said earlier, this is a special moment in everyone's lives, and one which I know will be remembered for many years to come. We hope you will recall your time at our university with fondness and pride, and that you carry with you creativity and energy. The university is so well known for this. The Royal Society of Art described the university as an angel of creativity, in recognition of the enterprising and innovative way we do things. So all of us here today will leave the Guildhall with vivid memories of the last hour or so. It's a very important day for everyone. We will all have different thoughts and memories of what happened here. The overriding image for me is of successful people looking back on a considerable achievement, but also forward to a successful and exciting future. But in the celebratory atmosphere of today's graduation, we shouldn't forget the hard work, the perseverance, and in some cases the sacrifices that have put you all here today. Many of you will have achieved things that you wouldn't have thought possible when you started your studies. And as the Pro-Vice-Chancellor said earlier, being a student today in higher education is challenging and by no means easy, and changes in funding and other pressures are making student life more difficult in many different ways. You have survived all this and flourished. In addition to academic achievement, you will have learnt something about yourself, about living and working with other people from different backgrounds, about self-discipline, and from what I hear, some of you also about partying. You can now enjoy the success that your efforts and abilities have earned. So let me be the first to greet you as graduates and diplomats. Well done. Now, there's another group of people we should celebrate today. I mean your families and your friends, all of whom have played a vital part in your success. They've offered encouragement, support and love, and unstinting expenditure of time and effort, and perhaps money. That's certainly my experience as a mother of 3. They've watched anxiously while you flew the nest, come to visit you in shared kitchens of unspeakable squalor, and tried to look happy as you turned up unannounced at weekends, often with container loads of dirty laundry. I can't tell you how much I can relate to that. I think the least we can do is join in thanking them and saluting their part in today's success story. Now, finally, on your behalf, I also want to thank the university staff for making all this happen, and for their skills, support, and most especially for their excellent teaching. One never forgets a good teacher. This is particularly true for students in higher education, and here, on stage, and in this university in general, we have a group of teaching staff who are absolutely outstanding in their commitment, their care, their expertise, and their dedication. They have played an important and memorable part in your lives and in building an excellent and growing reputation for Southampton Solent University. So thank you. So it only remains for me to wish all those graduating today every possible success in the future, and to thank you all for being here to make this such a happy and memorable occasion. For those of you in particular who have travelled long distances to be here today, do have a safe journey home. Ladies and gentlemen, I now declare this ceremony closed.